Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about 4 simple but powerful rules that can completely improve your life. Many people want success, happiness, confidence, peace, good health, and a better future. But most people keep waiting for big opportunities, perfect timing, or some magical change. The truth is much simpler. Your life changes through small daily habits. Tiny actions repeated every day slowly shape your body, mindset, emotions, discipline, and future. A better life is not created in one day. It is created through healthy habits, wise decisions, patience, and consistency. In this video, we will talk about 4 powerful life rules that can help you become stronger, happier, healthier, more disciplined, and more successful. Everything will be explained in very simple English. So relax, focus carefully, and let's start building a better life together. Rule 1. Never go more than 3 days without exercise. Many people want more energy, better health, confidence, mental peace, and a stronger body. But at the same time, many people avoid movement completely. They sit for long hours, stay inactive, and slowly become physically and mentally weaker. Then one day they wonder, why do I feel tired all the time? Why do I feel lazy? Why does my mind feel heavy and unmotivated? The truth is simple. The human body was designed to move. When people stop moving for long periods, both the body and the mind begin suffering slowly. That is why this rule is so powerful. Never go more than 3 days without exercise. You do not need to become a professional athlete. You simply need regular movement. Exercise is not only about appearance. Many people think exercise only matters for muscles, weight loss, or looking attractive. But exercise affects almost every part of life. It improves energy, focus, confidence, discipline, sleep, mood, mental health, and emotional strength. A stronger body often creates a stronger mind too. Many people live with constant stress and overthinking. Exercise helps release emotional pressure. When people move their body regularly, the brain releases chemicals that improve mood and reduce stress naturally. That is why many people feel mentally lighter after exercise. Movement changes emotional energy. Another major problem today is comfort addiction. Modern life makes inactivity very easy. People spend hours watching screens, scrolling social media, sitting at desks, lying in bed, or avoiding physical effort. Slowly, the body becomes weaker. And when the body becomes weaker, motivation often becomes weaker too. Laziness grows through repetition, but movement also grows through repetition. The more active you become, the easier movement feels. The more inactive you become, the harder everything feels. This is why consistency matters greatly. Another important thing is discipline. Many people only exercise when they feel motivated, but motivation changes constantly. Some days you feel energetic, some days you feel tired. Successful people understand something important. Discipline matters more than temporary motivation. They move their body even during difficult days, not because they always feel excited, but because they understand the long-term benefits. Small exercise is much better than no exercise. Many people avoid exercise because they think, if I cannot do a perfect workout, there is no point. This mindset destroys consistency. Even simple movement matters. Walking, stretching, jogging, push-ups, home workouts, yoga. You do not need perfection. You simply need movement. Another important lesson is energy. Exercise actually creates more energy. Many inactive people believe rest will solve their tiredness completely. But too much inactivity often creates more laziness and low energy. Movement wakes up both the body and the brain. Even a short workout can completely change focus, mood, and mental clarity. Your future health depends greatly on your daily habits. Health problems often grow slowly through years of neglect. Many people only value health after losing it. Wise people protect their health before serious problems appear. Another important thing is self-confidence. Exercise builds confidence slowly. Every workout teaches the brain, I can improve, I can stay disciplined, I can become stronger. This changes self-image over time. People begin respecting themselves more. Another powerful lesson is emotional resilience. Exercise helps people handle stress more effectively. A healthy, active body often supports emotional stability too. People who move regularly often feel calmer, stronger, and mentally healthier. Another major problem is inconsistency. Some people exercise extremely hard for 1 week, then stop completely for 1 month. This creates unstable habits. Consistency matters much more than intensity. Small, regular movement creates long-term transformation. Exercise is a form of self-respect. When you take care of your body, you are telling yourself, my health matters, my future matters, my life matters. This mindset changes everything. Another important lesson is mental toughness. Exercise teaches people how to continue even during discomfort. This mental strength helps in many other areas of life too. Work, study, business, and personal growth. You do not need to be perfect. You simply need to avoid complete inactivity. That is why this rule is powerful. Never go more than 3 days without exercise. Because long periods of inactivity slowly damage health, discipline, confidence, and energy. When exercise becomes part of your lifestyle, consistency becomes easier. The body begins expecting movement naturally. Healthy routines create healthy lives. Physical transformation takes time. Do not quit because results feel slow. Real growth often happens quietly. Every workout matters, even when progress feels invisible. Your body carries you through life. Protect it, strengthen it, respect it, because health is not something you should appreciate only after losing it. So remember this carefully. Never allow laziness to completely control your life for long periods. Move your body regularly. Stay active consistently. Protect your health daily. Because a healthy body creates more energy, stronger confidence, better mental health, and a better future. Rule 2. Wake up early. Waking up early is one of the most powerful habits for building a better life. Many successful, disciplined, and productive people protect their mornings very carefully. Why? Because mornings are different. Early mornings are quieter, calmer, more peaceful, less distracted. The mind often feels fresher and clearer during the morning. That is why waking up early can completely change focus, discipline, productivity, mindset, and emotional health. Many people wake up late and immediately feel stressed. They rush everything, checking notifications, getting ready quickly, feeling pressure, and starting the day in chaos. Then the entire day feels heavy and unorganized. But people who wake up early often experience something different, more control. The way you start your morning often shapes your entire day. A stressful morning often creates a stressful day. A calm, productive morning often creates a more focused and peaceful day. That is why mornings matter so much. Waking up early gives people extra time for exercise, reading, learning, planning, prayer, or peaceful thinking. Without constant noise and distraction, the mind can think more clearly. Another major problem today is late-night lifestyle habits. Many people stay awake watching videos, scrolling social media, playing games, or wasting time online for hours. Then they wake up tired and unmotivated. This slowly damages energy, discipline, sleep quality, focus, and emotional balance. A healthy morning often begins the night before. Good sleep matters greatly. Another important lesson is discipline. Waking up early teaches self-control. The bed feels comfortable, sleep feels comfortable, but disciplined people learn how to choose growth over temporary comfort. This mental habit becomes powerful in every area of life. Waking up early creates momentum. When the morning starts productively, people often continue making better decisions throughout the day. For example, after waking up early, a person may exercise, eat healthier, focus better, and waste less time. One good habit often creates another good habit. This is how lifestyles slowly change. Another powerful lesson is mental peace. Many people constantly complain about stress and lack of time. But peaceful mornings create emotional balance. Early mornings allow people to slow down before the busy world begins. Simple, quiet moments matter greatly. Drinking water calmly, watching the sun rise, breathing deeply, sitting peacefully, or planning the day carefully. These moments help the brain feel calmer and more organized. Another important thing is focus. The morning brain is often more focused and less distracted. That is why many productive people do important work early. Deep focus becomes easier before the world becomes noisy and chaotic. Time is life. People who wake up early often gain extra hours for self-improvement. Those extra hours become powerful over months and years. One extra productive hour daily becomes 365 extra hours yearly. That can completely change a person's future. Another dangerous habit is waking up and immediately checking the phone. Many people begin the day with stress, comparison, negativity, notifications, and distractions. This weakens focus very early. Wise people protect their mornings carefully. They do not allow technology to control their first moments of the day. Waking up early builds identity. Every disciplined morning teaches the brain, I am becoming stronger, I can control my habits, I respect my future. This slowly changes self-confidence. Another important thing is consistency. Some people wake up early occasionally. Then they return to unhealthy habits again. Real change happens through repeated behavior. Consistency matters much more than temporary motivation. Many people say, I am not a morning person. I will start later. I can improve tomorrow. But tomorrow often becomes next month, then next year. Growth begins when action begins. Early mornings are opportunities. Most people waste them sleeping without purpose. But disciplined people use mornings to improve themselves quietly, while others remain distracted. That creates huge difference over time. Waking up early requires overcoming comfort regularly. That builds resilience and mental toughness. Slowly, you begin proving to yourself that you can do difficult things consistently. You do not need a perfect morning routine immediately. Start small. Wake up slightly earlier. Drink water. Move your body. Spend quiet time alone. Small habits create powerful transformation later. Your future is shaped by your routines. Morning habits slowly shape discipline, productivity, mindset, and life direction. That is why mornings matter much more than many people realize. So remember this carefully. Do not waste your mornings carelessly. Wake up with purpose. Protect your mornings. Use your early hours wisely. Because disciplined mornings slowly create disciplined lives. Rule 3. Make time to read every day. Reading is one of the most powerful habits for building a better life. Many successful people read regularly because they understand something important. Books can completely change the way you think. Reading improves knowledge, vocabulary, focus, imagination, communication skills, emotional intelligence, and wisdom. But sadly, many people stop reading after school. They spend hours every day scrolling social media, watching short videos, and consuming endless entertainment, but never spend time feeding the mind with valuable ideas. Then later they wonder why their thinking never grows. The mind grows through what it consumes daily. Just like unhealthy food affects the body, unhealthy information affects the brain. If the mind constantly consumes negativity, gossip, distractions, and meaningless content, thinking slowly becomes weaker and more distracted. But good books strengthen the mind. Books expose people to new ideas, new perspectives, life lessons, knowledge, and wisdom collected from human experience. Reading helps people think deeper. Another major problem today is short attention span. Many people cannot focus for long anymore because their brain became addicted to constant scrolling, short videos, notifications, and fast entertainment. Reading trains concentration again. When you read regularly, your brain slowly becomes calmer and more focused. This improves attention greatly. Another important lesson is vocabulary growth. Reading naturally improves language skills. People learn new words, sentence structures, expressions, and communication patterns. That is why reading is extremely powerful for English learners. The more English you read, the more natural English begins feeling. Your brain slowly absorbs language patterns automatically. Reading improves thinking quality. People who read often become better at understanding ideas, solving problems, expressing thoughts, and making decisions. Books help people see life differently. A single powerful idea from a book can completely change someone's future direction. Another major lesson is imagination. Reading activates the mind deeply. Unlike passive entertainment, books force the brain to imagine, think, and reflect. This strengthens creativity and mental activity. Another important thing is emotional intelligence. Books often teach people about human behavior, emotions, relationships, struggles, fears, and personal growth. Reading helps people understand both themselves and others more deeply. That creates wisdom. Knowledge compounds slowly. Many people underestimate small daily reading habits because results feel invisible at first. But reading 10 pages daily becomes thousands of pages yearly. Small, consistent learning creates enormous long-term growth. This is how intelligent and wise people slowly build strong minds. Another major problem is lack of patience. Some people try reading once or twice and quit quickly because they feel bored. But focus grows through practice. At first, reading may feel difficult if the brain is used to constant distractions. That is normal, but slowly the mind adapts again. Another important lesson is choosing useful books. Not every book changes life positively. Wise people choose books that improve mindset, communication, health, discipline, business, emotional intelligence, or personal growth. Books become like mentors. You can learn from people's experiences, mistakes, and wisdom through reading. Reading protects the mind from mental emptiness. Many people live only reacting to social media and outside noise. But reading creates independent thinking. It teaches people how to think for themselves. Another major lesson is peacefulness. Reading often creates calmness. Unlike endless digital stimulation, books slow the mind down. This reduces mental chaos. Reading before sleep can even improve emotional relaxation and sleep quality. Another important thing is consistency. You do not need to read huge amounts daily. Even 10 or 15 minutes matters greatly. Small daily reading habits are powerful because consistency changes identity over time. Readers often become stronger communicators. Books improve vocabulary, storytelling, confidence, speaking ability, and writing skills. This helps in career growth, relationships, education, and daily communication. People who stop learning often stop growing mentally. Growth should not end after school. Wise people remain lifelong learners. They continue reading, learning, improving, and expanding their understanding of life. Books can motivate people to change habits, think differently, improve relationships, build confidence, and create better lives. Sometimes a single chapter can create a major life realization. The quality of your thoughts shapes the quality of your life. And reading improves thought quality. That is why reading matters so much. Many people say, "I do not have time to read," but they spend hours daily on unnecessary distractions. Reading is often not about lack of time, it is about priorities. You do not need difficult books immediately. Start with simple books you enjoy. The goal is building the habit first. Once reading becomes natural, focus and understanding improve slowly. Books allow people to learn from lives they never lived. You can gain wisdom from history, science, psychology, business, philosophy, and human experience. This expands the mind greatly. So remember this carefully. Make time to read every day. Feed your mind with knowledge, protect your attention, learn continuously, grow mentally. Because people who read consistently slowly build stronger minds, wiser thinking, and better lives. Rule 4. Work harder than you did yesterday. Many people want a better life, but continue repeating the same habits every single day. They want more success, more confidence, more money, stronger skills, and a better future. But they refuse to improve their effort consistently. Then later they feel frustrated because nothing changes. The truth is simple. Life improves when you improve. Growth happens when you push yourself beyond yesterday's version of yourself. That is why this rule is so powerful. Work harder than you did yesterday. This does not mean destroying yourself with exhaustion every day. It means becoming slightly better consistently. Small improvement matters greatly. Maybe yesterday you practiced English for 20 minutes. Today you practiced for 30 minutes. Maybe yesterday you wasted hours online. Today you become more focused. Maybe yesterday you gave up quickly. Today you stay disciplined longer. These small improvements slowly build extraordinary results. Most successful people did not suddenly become successful overnight. They improved little by little, day after day, habit after habit, decision after decision. People often focus too much on huge results, but huge results are usually built from tiny daily actions repeated consistently. A stronger future is built through stronger daily effort. Many people compare themselves constantly with others. This creates stress and insecurity. They see someone richer, smarter, stronger, or more successful, then suddenly they feel behind in life. But comparison often destroys focus. Your real competition is your previous self. Ask yourself, am I becoming better than I was before? Am I growing? Am I improving my habits? That mindset creates real progress. Hard work also builds confidence. Every time you push yourself beyond comfort, your brain learns, I can improve, I can stay disciplined, I can handle difficulty. This creates self-respect. People trust themselves more when they consistently work hard. Many people wait for motivation before taking action, but motivation changes constantly. Some days you feel inspired. Some days you feel tired. Successful people understand something powerful. Discipline matters more than temporary motivation. They continue improving even during difficult days. That is why they grow faster than people who only act when emotions feel perfect. Comfort zones are dangerous. Comfort feels safe temporarily. But staying comfortable too long often creates regret later. Growth usually happens during discomfort. Learning new skills feels uncomfortable. Exercising feels uncomfortable. Practicing English feels uncomfortable sometimes. But discomfort often creates transformation. People who improve their life usually learn how to handle discomfort instead of constantly avoiding it. Hard work also teaches patience. Real progress takes time. Many people quit too early because results are slow. But growth is often invisible in the beginning, like planting a seed. For a long time, nothing seems to happen, but underneath, roots are growing. Then eventually visible growth appears. Success works the same way. Daily effort compounds slowly. That is why consistency is powerful. Working harder than yesterday does not mean perfection. You will still have difficult days. Some days energy feels low. Some days motivation disappears. Some days progress feels invisible. That is normal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is continued improvement. Many people fail because they stop completely after small mistakes. They think, I missed one day. I failed again. What is the point now? But successful people continue moving forward even after imperfect days. They return to discipline again. Hard work also creates opportunities. People who improve skills consistently become more valuable over time. Learning communication, English, discipline, problem solving, or leadership can completely change someone's future. Skills create freedom. People who improve themselves regularly often create more choices in life. Effort changes identity too. Repeated hard work slowly transforms how you see yourself. You begin becoming more disciplined, more focused, stronger mentally, and more confident. That identity shift is powerful. Your future self is built through today's effort. Many people dream about success while avoiding the daily work required to create it. Dreams alone change nothing. Action changes life. Hard work is not punishment, it is investment. You are investing time, energy, focus, and discipline into your future life. That changes perspective completely. Working harder also improves resilience. Difficult tasks strengthen mental toughness. People who regularly challenge themselves become better at handling pressure and setbacks. This helps in every area of life: career, relationships, health, business, and personal growth. Every day passes whether you improve or not. That is why daily choices are important. One productive day may not seem life-changing, but hundreds of productive days completely transform a person. This is how extraordinary lives are built. Not through one magical moment, but through repeated effort over long periods. Many people underestimate themselves. They do not realize how much their life could improve through 1 year of discipline, learning, exercise, reading, and focused work. Small daily effort can completely reshape the future. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You simply need to become slightly stronger, wiser, and more disciplined than yesterday. That is enough. So remember this carefully. Do not stay stuck in yesterday's habits forever. Push yourself to grow daily. Improve little by little. Work harder than before. Stay disciplined during difficult days. Because small daily improvement eventually creates a completely different life. These are the 4 rules for a better life. Let's remember them together. Rule 1. Never go more than 3 days without exercise. Rule 2. Wake up early. Rule 3. Make time to read every day. Rule 4. Work harder than you did yesterday. None of these rules are complicated. None of them require money. None of them require perfect conditions. They only require one thing, a decision, a daily decision to become slightly better, to move your body, to protect your mornings, to feed your mind, to push yourself a little further. A better life is not created overnight. It is created through better daily choices. Start today. Start small. Start alone if you have to. But start. Because every small rule you follow every day is slowly building a completely different life. If this video helped you, write in the comments below. Which of these 4 rules do you want to start with? Write it down, because writing makes it real, and your answer may inspire someone else today. Keep learning, keep practicing your English, and keep building yourself every day. Because a better life is always possible, and it begins with your next small decision.